Hey y'all. I want to have a conversation real quick about something that bothers me. Um, I have a serious issue with people that I have a serious issue with these huge stores, these huge superstores, these huge corporations, these huge fast food corporations, hospitals, hotels, that had these employees, these sales associates, these frontline managers, these general managers. Excuse me, y'all hear that burp? That's a natural thing. Like it's natural. Um, and you're paying them pennies. You're raking in millions and billions of dollars a year. Yet your employees are bringing home 20,000, 25,000, maybe 30,000 a year, and they're trying to feed their family too. But you're bringing home enough that you could take care of your family and like a couple hundred of your employees probably, and all be living comfortably. And my gripe is this. Um, these people are your front line. These people are one of the main reasons why your customers keep coming back to your store, to a particular store. If you're a chain corporation, if you have more than one store, look at it. Y'all have mystery shoppers, y'all know. If I have store A that is right down the street from my home, walking distance, and they had the same products as store B, and store B is a little bit more expensive, but the customer service at store B and the cleanliness at store B is better than store A, then I'm going to go further and spend a little bit more somewhere else. Why? Because the sales associates are at the front line. I'm not going to go into a store with a bunch of little attitude people that don't want to be there, people that don't want to work. I don't want to go into a store with people and the store is dirty, the bathrooms are dirty. I know the dressing room is disgusting. The shelves aren't front and face and aren't stocked right. I don't want that. As a consumer. So we go to these stores and yet and still you pay yours, and then some people are nasty. So your sales associates are dealing with disgruntled customers, angry customers, ignorant customers, disrespectful customers, and you're still paying them pennies. And now you're going to throw in the customer's always right motto, and then you're not even going to back your customer when they had to stand up for themselves to not be disrespected. It is fucking utterly amazing how we are capable to be in a society where the economy is so fucked up between the has and has not, that these people had to work for this amount of money and they still had to apply for public assistance. But yet y'all want to look down on people on public assistance. Y'all want to cut welfare and food stamps and medical, yet these corporations that y'all are privy to, that you're probably owning or has something to do with, your best friend owns or whatever else the case being, you folks who want to get rid of these services and stuff like that, you folks have no clue or no idea what these people had to go through. Their smile, their attitude, their politeness. Then remember all your rules and regulations to keep your store populated and cleaned right and this, that. Yet you're paying them a measly amount of money where they still had to get on a system that you don't want them to be on. This is a system that y'all don't want anymore, that you feel as though y'all put too much money into. Just that's it. But you still want them to work your stores. And the answer can't be stop working. Because then how do you fix the common ground? Okay, you can't stop working because people still have to feed their children. They still have to put a roof over their head. We just have to be sensible and understand this. And you can't come to me about unity or revolution, because at the end of the day, there's no unity or revolution without financing. If you can't back your organization, and when I say unity and revolution, revolution is opening up a store in your community, patronizing your community and your people. But if you don't have the funds to do that, then you can't do that. So you have to work to have a plan, to have a common goal, to have an objective to get to. Because if you are just working just to be working, not for a reason, just to play in this bullshit ass game, then you might as well say fuck it now. Like, it makes no sense. So my thing is this. I don't have an issue with the monopoly of these companies, where they are, who's still and what. I listen. All that doesn't even matter, because that's a whole issue. It's a whole nother issue. Let me just the fuck say it like that. That's a whole nother issue. All right, but these corporations, you are in a position. You offer tens of thousands of people jobs, and you're able to offer them a little bit more, so that they can have a little bit more dignity about your store, their job, and for their family. The degree can't be that serious. The apathy can't be that serious. It's no, and for the everyday customer, consumer, patient, guest, let me tell you something. Y'all bitches that come in there with attitudes and treat people like shit, stop that shit. Your life can't be that so fucked up that you get off on going in and treating people in a store, in a hospital, especially in a hospital. Like, that's the dumbest shit ever. You're in a fucking hospital on your deathbed, maybe. You in here talking shit, cussing, fussing, all that, talking shit, spitting on people. These motherfuckers is giving you your medicine, dumbass. You have no clue what the fuck they're giving you. Flatline, you in here talking shit. Like, this is what I'm talking about. These stupid ass people. Like, you in a restaurant, get my motherfucking food right, bitch. But you about to send your food back. That shit come back a little bit slimy. Don't talk about Don't talk about, oh, they did something special. No, boo. Like, come on. This is the dumb shit. Stop being disrespectful. Seriously, that shit makes no sense. It makes no sense, you know? And I'm going to tell you firsthand, because I know firsthand. This, and when I say, you know, this happens in not just restaurants, it happens in people in the social work industry. Like, it's like the caseworkers, you have so many of them that don't give a fuck and they don't relate to their clients. And you know, the ones that do, they don't get paid for the shit they do. I'll tell you that firsthand. I don't get paid for the shit I do. That extra shit. Listen, my clients can call me 24/7 on my phone, not on no office phone. They don't get no pass through to no messages. No, they get me. They need me, they text me. It's the problem, we talk about it. There's no hold bars. I've opened my doors to them. I've given food, I've given clothing. I don't say this because I expect anything back. I say this because I'm telling you firsthand, I don't get paid for that shit. And I still don't get paid well. It's human services and it's non-profit organizations. So you do the math. These women that work at these welfare offices, some of them really care, because I have friends that do. That work, they're beautiful women. And they give a fuck and they want to get these people right. Yet you're paying them pennies, but you want them to help get your society right. You want them to help get these people off of the system, yet you're not giving them the tools to get them off of the system. They can't even take pride in their own home because their shit's not right. I've opened my door and I ain't had shit, but I offered the shit I had because I had a little bit more than the person that needed it. You understand what I'm saying? This is what we do, and this is what's fucked up. And then we look down on these people, but there's people in human services that are nasty. But understand this, they're nasty because they're tired. They're tired, and they've been doing this a long time, and some of them are nasty. I ain't gonna sit here in front, because they're just nasty motherfuckers, and some of them are just hit airheads and dippy and don't give a fuck. And some of them never been on any form of system, and they really don't fit. You know, you can't have a person that works for DHS, Department of Human Services, taking kids that don't have no kids. See, they don't have that bond, that motherly bond, that fatherly bond, so it's easy for them to rip the family apart. You know, people that work in the welfare office, they can be in there judging you and everything else because they ain't never been in that position. They don't know how that shit feels. These corporations need to do better. These people are your front line, your sales associates, your stockers, your cashiers, your CNAs, your community workers. These people are your front line, and you don't give them the dignity that they need and that they deserve. You don't get them the money they deserve. You allow these customers to come in and disrespect them. You say, how do you allow them? That model, the customer's always right, and that's not true. and then you don't back your sales associate or your manager or whatever for defending themselves. You're sitting here siding with the customer because you're worrying about that little bit of money. What would it profit a man if he gained the world and lose his own soul? Your soul is going. The energy is horrible, and I'm not feeling it. Listen, love each other, love yourself. I have a problem with that. That was my rant for the day. We need to fix that problem. And let me I think I said it. I'm going to wait. Because I'm not going to add this. Because if I did add this, I don't want to repeat it. But maybe if I repeat it, it can reiterate it. So I'm going to say it. No, I'm not going to say it. Because I'm ready to go. It's 10 minutes. And I'm surprised they've been quiet this long. Deuces, y'all. Love yourself. Love each other. That was my rant for the day. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to say to add to that. And then I'm looking at the time and I don't want to go. And it's getting dark and I don't want nobody like, oh, why are you in the dark? Because I didn't put the light on yet. That's the fuck why. Shit. Dumbass questions. All right, y'all. Deuces. I love you. I do. Keep it real.